For Canadian curling, the road to the Olympics in Korea goes through Summerside, PEI. He's a four-time Brier champion, a four-time world winner. However, the one event that's missing from his resume, the Olympics. Carrick Martin. We'll be seeing him in Vancouver. Now Glenn Howard starts another journey, hoping this one leads to Pyeongchang. This afternoon in Summerside, he'll battle Brendan Bottcher as the road to the roar continues. The sea was angry that day, my friends. George Costanza from Seinfeld so many years ago. Heading towards a high of about +2 today on a windy day in Summerside. 14 men, 14 women began play last Monday. Men's side, Glenn Howard, the only undefeated team. Top 3 in each group advance. Charlie Thomas, Brendan Bottcher, still waiting to see who comes out of Ballston and Durrell later today, their tiebreaker. Women's side still have one spot to fill on Pool A. Scotland, Bottcher are on the ice right now, while McCarville, Mayer, and Madaw come out of Pool B. On this Saturday, Remembrance Day, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Summerside, our weekend coverage of the road to the roar. Cheryl Russell alongside. He's 55 years of age, says he still loves the game, loves to play. Why not? Undefeated. Glenn Howard's seen it all. He has. So use that experience when you go out playing a team like Bottcher. He doesn't get rattled. Glenn is always very calm on the ice, and it passes down to the 3 in front of him. He's 6-0 playing a 3-3 team. Apply the pressure. Brendan Bottcher is coming off his first appearance at the Brier last March. He went 3-8. He struggled, so you would think that bit of experience would help him now.
Yeah, 3-8 doesn't sound too good to him, I'm sure, but to get to the Brier, everybody's got deer in the headlines the first time around. A new third in the team. You have to give him a pass there, but that confidence builder, that has to help him a lot in a game like this. But the guy he's playing has been in 17 of those Briers, so I don't think it has to be a chess match here for Brendan. He's got to be careful. He's got to pick his spots against Glenn Howard. That is our feature. It is Brendan Bottcher out of Edmonton against Glenn Howard as the road to the roar continues.
You can see the intensity level with everybody. They realize that it's getting close to the end. They realize there's no tomorrow. If you want to get to the Olympics, you've got to win this event. So therefore, the little bit more pressure on you, a little bit more intensity. You can kind of see everybody's a little bit more short, and I think it's the team that can handle that sort of pressure is going to do the best this week. Get criticized a lot for why is he still playing? He's 55 years old. Well, I love to curl. Still making a few shots, still winning some curling games, and I love to compete. Like, there's nothing better to play in an event like this against some of the top competitions, and we're winning games. So it just doesn't get any better than that.
The 2017 Home Hardware Road to the Roar is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The 2017 Home Hardware Road to the Roar is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Sponge Towels Paper Towel, nothing absorbs like it. And by New Holland, equipped for a new world.
It's a full sheet of games 5 on the ice. Now keep in mind, Tippin, Mayer, Rock, McCarville. Those games on sheet A, sheet B. Our game, as well as Thomas Morris. Bottcher, Scotland, that's the tiebreaker for a third spot. But in the other games, all the winners will then meet. The 2 winners will meet for a spot. The losers of these games on A, B, C, and D will get a second chance, similar to the page playoff system we use in our Canadian Championship. It's time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. No, here's Howard. Skipped by Glenn Howard of the St. George's Golf and Country Club, with Scott Howard, David Mathers, and Adam Spencer, who takes over for Richard Hart whose knees just won't let him curl anymore. Brendan Bottcher out of the Saville Community Sports Center with the 25-year-old skip, with Carrick Martin, Brad Thiessen, and Darren Moulding rounding out the four. And because of Howard's perfect record, he does get last rock and the color, so he is playing the red. Bottcher will play the yellow. So he has the brush down. We're ready to get it underway. And to get us going, here is 28-year-old Carrick Martin.
Line's good.
Be interesting to see. We noticed this morning the ice was a touch straighter, and that contributed to being a little bit faster as well. We'd seen during round robin probably 14.5 to the tee, and we were getting upwards of 15.5 to the tee. So something for the players to watch and see. More all the sheets being used, so it might get back to the swing that it had during the round robin play.
Well, the reason for that was between the tie-breaking draw this morning and this one, they had a Remembrance Day service in here, and it fills the arena. 4,000 people turning out for the Remembrance Day service. And so the ice maker, you were talking with John Wall, he said he was purposely keeping it a little cooler.
Yeah, smart. He has to do that. That's his job, to keep it as consistent as he can. So he had to cool it down, and when you cool it down, you make it a little straighter 9 times out of 10. So it's hotter here already. It's warmer because of the crowd, bigger crowd here today than this morning. I think you're going to see that back to that 4.5, maybe even 5 feet of curling spots. And that's tricky. As perfect as this ice has been, that one draw where it's a hair straighter and then back to swingy, you know, who's going to figure that out?
Well, and that's where the experience usually comes into play. Just picking and believing what you see. That's often, you know, you're going, but I've seen it curl all week this much. Well, it's not right now curling that much. So whatever you're seeing out there.
Okay, here's a early debate point. You say, Russ, Bottcher has to be careful about not getting into maybe too much of a complicated game. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with Brendan Bottcher.
Well, utilize the front end is certainly one of them, and what I mean by that is they're up 2% and 3% respectively on the Howard front end. So use the ones you have, because Glenn's been out curling Brendan by quite a bit, so he's got to leave himself some space, buy some real estate, make some room for your shots. He's only at 81%. That's not going to do it in this game, so he has to simplify his own shots.
Clean. Just clean. Clean. Good, Brad.
And for Glenn Howard.
Well, you talk about just being comfortable out here, and he's comfortable even more so with rocks in play. We see that all the time. And Brendan's struggling 79% on draws as compared to Glenn's 86. So I think put rocks in play, close down that 4-foot, and use your smarts tactically. His gut instinct is when to go, and Glenn, that really bodes well for him.
Hard. Gotta go. Hard. Easy.
So you were saying, talking about Bottcher, Russ, don't get in too complicated. So he throws it in, now we're up and down the sheet. By contrast, Glenn, with all his experience, to my mind, should go right after.
I thought he would. I really did. The first rock was so good, I think they decided to hit it. And Glenn will be comfortable. He'll be ready, but will the other three be ready? So you have to factor that in, too. So sometimes you maybe the boys didn't practice quite as well as you thought. Maybe you're not quite sure of the difference in curl. So maybe run it up and down. He's got the advantage here having last rock, so Bottcher's got to come to him.
Hair more for normal there, Davey. Hair more. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
You'll make that mistake over a career where you're feeling so good yourself. Especially maybe, you know, Glenn's played well all week personally. Maybe he had a good practice, so then you go, let's go crazy. And when the team isn't ready for it, they can come back to bite you.
That's part of that caddy concept as a skip, that you know, you're playing to get the best out of yourself, but you have to also call a game to get the best out of the three in front.
Peel. Clean. Yeah. Clean.
Shot. As mentioned, we saw this team at the Tim Hortons Briar back in March. They went 3-8.
Yeah. First thought was, well,
Now here's the change for Glenn Howard. And again, we've seen Adam Spencer before coming in for different players when required. But Richard Hart initially was to play the third position, but Richard's knees just, you know, he can get in the hack, he just can't get out. And so curling's out of the question, so call goes out to Adam Spencer. And remember, he placed
yeah, you're in.
Replaced Wayne Madaw at one point in time when Madaw went down with his broken leg.
He's the reliever in the bullpen for Glenn.
And he's really done well at it.
He threw it hard, but that's pretty well, actually.
Yeah, it's been
never
quite
really crispy in the middle when I'm throwing those corners.
Exciting time for Glenn is probably the best way to put it. You know, you had Brett Lang, Craig Salvo, probably the best front end in the world for a period of time. Lost both those guys. Wayne Madaw breaks his leg skiing. One of the best curlers that's ever played. Richard Hart gets in there. He's, you know, he's silver medalist at the Olympics. He's won Worlds with Glenn. He's gone. He's lost a lot of talent.
It just keeps winning. You got to give a lot of credit to Adam because he's fit in so well on that team. He got used to them a little bit last year. And lucky for Glenn in this situation that he played with Adam last year.
That's true.
And the adjustment for Spencer is, although he himself was a skip back in junior days, I think there was a little intimidation, maybe too much respect. Spencer saying, hey, I'm playing with this four-time Canadian, four-time world champion. I can't offer anything. But by the same token, Glenn is one of those people, Cheryl, that needs some input. And so now Spencer is a little more comfortable in being vocal.
Well, and I think so good by Glenn because he says to Adam, you know, say what you think, tell me what you think. And that's how I've watched Glenn. You, of course, know better, Russ, but all the years I've watched him, he takes all the input and filters it and decides what he wants to do, but he does want the input.
Yeah, he's always been that way. It's more of a team concept to him. It's yes, he throws the last two. Yes, he can win or lose the game out of his own hand, but he wants that input. As long as it's not to the point that it's you know, you run out of time or there's too much from one particular player. I think that's the way to do it because it's no different than having a meeting at work. You know, a discussion point comes up, somebody says something, somebody else thinks of something else because of that. And, you know, it gets pretty complicated out there in some ends.
Well, I think most recently with Brad Gushue. You know, the input everyone has, and then ultimately it's his decision. And I think intuitively, Cheryl, you know, don't you, as a player on a team, when to be seen and not heard, as my parents used to say?
Yeah, you do. You pick your spots as a player, right? You know, and I think the communication it's key to not missing things. And sometimes as a skip down at the other end, you just don't see it the same way as the thrower does. So I think as you play together longer, you start to know when to come down there and say something and when to not.
Now there's something you just, 09 loses to Kevin Martin. Kevin goes on to gold medal in Vancouver. He could have very easily been destroyed by it. Glenn and said, yeah. But he loves the game. And the good ones will, despite what they say about you don't remember the wins, you remember the losses. He has shaken it off, and he has come back. And since then, you know, he did win a Canadian and World Championship.
Exactly.
So the fire is still there, so why not continue?
I think players, you know, like that because they love the game and it's not such a business. That is what makes them last longer and enjoy it so much more. And you can forget the losses easier because you still love playing.
So up and down the sheet here in this first.
This spot was really straight this morning.
Yeah, there was one point the brush went down, I think maybe about 3 or 4 inches outside the stone.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That's right.
Boy, I remember that. Wow. Wow. Goodness.
Impressive start to the year.
It is. On this Saturday, we put a blank on the board in the first.
That's got to be one of the toughest losses of my career. You know, ourselves and Kevin Martin, we were the two best teams in the world, I think. We were knocking heads for years, and it kind of worked out that we played in the final. They were the best team. That was a tough one because you know how close you are, and if you come fourth, fifth, it's really not that big a deal. But when you come second, you can taste it, you can smell it. You're that close to going to the Olympics and representing your country, and it's a tough one. But hey, that's sports, and I got one more shot at it personally. So who knows? Maybe lightning can strike, and we can get to Korea.
Yeah, the flame does burn still for him, doesn't it?
Yeah, so
You want to wear the maple leaf. And in Ottawa, that's where we'll be the first week of December for the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings. There's the field so far. And then 2 teams from here and 2 on the women's side to fill out a very talented Canadian curling trials. December 2nd through the 10th. So we mentioned 2 pools of 7, and 1 pool still has to determine their 3rd place team, and that is this tiebreaker between Nadine Scotland out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary and Shannon Burchett from the Thistle in Winnipeg. And it is Scotland sitting the 2. And does it move it enough? It'll be a steal of 1 for Nadine Scotland as she takes a 3-1 lead. The winner there will claim the 3rd spot in the group that includes Tippin and Rock. And they are currently on the ice on the other side of the Credit Union Center. As we welcome you back, a blank in the first means that once again it'll be Glenn Howard out of the St. George's Golf and Country Club in Toronto that has the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstones.
It's easy.
Scotty Howard with a nice one there, kept the weight down so he kept control of the thrown rock. That's half the battle when you're playing a double.
Yep.
You don't have to make the double when you have hammer, just hang around.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay.
Good shot, Brad.
A little extra weight there. They're hoping to keep that closer to the red one.
Solid normal.
Really close.
You're allowed.
I might think it is yellow. John Morris. We'll find out now as Charlie Thomas and John Morris play. Remember, Thomas won his group. Morris was 2nd in the group that featured the Glenn Howard. Now we've crossed over. Thomas and his team out of the Crestwood Curling Club in Edmonton. Morris out of the Vernon Curling Club. Thomas, of course, the 2-time Canadian and World Junior champion, has really struggled on the curling tour this year, but has been among the best here, coming in with a record of 5-1. With Mark Lismore, Nathan Conley, and DJ Kidby. He'll crash up top, and it is 1 yellow, so Morris will pick up the steal of 1.
You want to play like medium?
Yeah.
Sure. Turn? Just medium. Yeah.
Hey, buddy,
Seemed
make the
to
roll.
catch
Didn't you
David,
say
had a
good
hit
medium?
and ended up rolling out, giving Bottcher this chance to get rid of the corner guard, but it seemed to catch him by surprise. It really curled.
Brendan called for the guard at one point, changed his mind. That wouldn't have been a bad option either. It's a pretty good spot, that rock that would be guarded.
Just medium.
Whoa!
But, Glenn put that corner guard there for a reason.
Jared. Go, you've almost got it. Yes. It's a good shot, Brad. Very good.
Glenn.
And it just spins out of play.
They were hoping to keep that around and try and bring the force into play. Now it's an advantage back to Howard.
Solid board.
Just inside edge. Solid board.
Just 26 already, 3-time Brier participant.
Yep.
David Mathers
Not solid.
with Mark Keane out of Ontario, then came to PEI to join Adam Casey, and then last year with Howard in Ontario again.
Yeah, that's not solid.
I said it's just board.
I heard you. Good call. Good to let me know.
My second one, the 7 really curls, eh? Like that board waiter.
Oh, is that the 7? Yeah, it does go.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to throw it second.
Okay, just let me do this.
Yeah.
Tell me what's coming. I keep forgetting about it, right?
Yeah.
Let me know what's coming. Yeah, it did go a long way.
Gets to be a long week. Can't keep all this straight.
He's a little older now, yeah.
Oh. Yep. Whoa.
Clean it.
Clean.
Clean it.
Very
Roll
good,
it,
Darren.
Carrick.
Very good.
Glenn's, I would say, one of the best at matching stones that's ever played the sport. And but that's what happens. Scott's got one of Glenn's that cuts, and then Scott's got to make sure when he throws it, he tells Glenn, and it's easy to get mixed up.
So the hit and roll over to that stone just outside the rings, still available.
Solid.
Adam Spencer.
Lots of weight. Whoa. Solid. Whoa. Yeah, go, Davey. Go. It's probably going to make the double.
that's fine.
And it'll sit there. Back edge.
Medium.
Yeah.
So updating you on the 2
Losing it's okay.
women's
hey?
games.
Lose it's fine, hey?
Julie Tippin scores 1 on Brianne Mayer. And Krista McCarville out of Thunder Bay with a couple against Kelsey Rock from the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton.
Yeah. Hard.
Clean.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, she's going to be a good day.
Just a reminder again, the 2 winners of those 2 women's games will meet tonight, and they will earn, the winner there will earn a spot in Ottawa. So we'll have it one of the decisions by tonight.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Clean. Go, Crush. Good boy. Shot. Throw.
Both teams not really willing to mix it up. Glenn could have thrown a corner in the first end, neglected to hit. Bottcher could have guarded one on the button, decided to take off the Howard corner guard.
And you know, and I don't know, Russ, but I think if you're going to try and beat a team that's 6-0 like Howard, you got to take those chances. You got to guard that shot stone. It would have been tough to outdraw it. You put a good guard on it.
No question.
Well, again, in realizing this is similar to the Page playoff system in our national championships.
Clean it.
Not to the point where you're being silly about it, but the loser does get a second chance.
Yes.
Good.
But it's so big in the other direction. If you win it, you got 2 tries.
Understand he hangs it on the edge. So how did we get here to this point of round robin? It all started last Monday. Finished with a record of 3-3. Finished with that loss to Charlie Thomas. Got the 2nd spot in the other group.
Yep.
It was by virtue of a win over the other teams tied at 3, and there were Bottcher, Ballston, Durrell, Lyburn. They were all 3-3, but because of Bottcher's record against them, he was given 2nd. Meanwhile, nobody could touch Glenn Howard in his group. And despite the win by John Morris, or the win over John Morris, Morris still got 2nd place in that group. But Howard, the only undefeated team in round robin play.
Yep.
Weight's good, the hair heavy.
Clean.
That's good, Brad.
Clean.
Clean it.
It's clean. Right on the
Clean it up.
Shot.
Good.
Intern, sweet.
Watch Glenn's nearly roll out there. These are blue Trevor rock. Normally it's a green Trevor. These are blue Trevor with blue hone inserts. They used them at the Scott Tournament of Hearts last year. And then we talk about the hitting or striking bands all the time. And they're so lively right now, which allows you to make anything, but you can roll out pretty easily too.
That was what was so impressive in the game this morning with Gunlickson, just the weight they were throwing. They saved a lot of shots by throwing that down hit weight.
Yep.
Almost to a board.
Go.
And away it goes. So back-to-back blanks, 1 and 2. Howard and Bottcher.
0.
Saturday afternoon Remembrance Day in Summerside. Well, I have to admit, it is a little quieter in Summerside after the summer season, Thanksgiving in particular. But during the summer, it is a hopping here. All across the island, both sides, people coming for summer vacation. Summerside, the second largest of the cities in Prince Edward Island, the capital, of course, Charlottetown being the biggest. And we're about almost 60 kilometers or so an hour's drive from Charlottetown towards the northwest as the island goes. We go to the third here on this Saturday afternoon at Credit Union Place. Still looking for our first points on the board. 2 straight blanks means that once again, it is Glenn Howard that does have the last rock. He has the hammer, playing the Redstones.
Line's good.
Carrick Martin throwing the lead. Rocks for Brendan Bottcher.
Line's good. Through.
Gotta go for weight.
Can you switch? Switch and go.
Switch, Brad.
Hard, Brad. Hard, Brad.
Bottcher,
Yes.
It's good.
Thiessen,
You gotta
Martin
go.
were all part of a
Right stop.
Canadian
Gotta go,
University
right
gold
stop.
medal team out of the University of Alberta back in 2012.
Definitely a little more finish hog line in than this morning. That's where Jason Gunlickson missed one by about 8 inches wide. It's the only shot he missed the whole game that I can remember, and they couldn't get the curl. That finished really good.
Remember what Scott Howard said to his dad?
okay,
I think
it's not
the
heavy,
number
though.
7 stone curls a little more.
Not
He's
heavy.
going to use that first.
Yep.
So we'll be interested to see
Whoa.
if in fact this is something other than the 7 stone.
Whoa.
Dave, just get it over there. Attaboy, Gomer.
Yellow one.
As he gets to the stone, pushes it back, and now sits one back 8.
This is what Brendan's team has done. I looked at their numbers through the round robin. 50% force efficiency, one of the best teams out there.
Nice.
But he's very scoreboard management, so he looks at the odd ends. He'll try to force Glenn in an odd end here, and you see the difference. He throws at center guard and then goes.
Yeah, that's the move here, isn't it? And to hit that back one really doesn't help him because Team Howard would just go right around. So might as well get in there first.
Weight's close.
Line's good.
Top
Close.
clean.
Whoa.
Okay. Whoa.
Darren.
It's still there.
Darren.
Yeah, hard, Darren.
Hard, buddy.
Darren Moulding.
Hard. Line's real good on this one. Go.
Line's good.
You gotta go. All the way. All the way.
And all the way they do as
That's
he
a great shot.
wraps it
Very good,
around.
Brad.
Full top 4 and covered.
Good shot, Brad. Good.
Great judgment there. They waited as long as they could to get maximum curl and then brushed it all the way at the end.
Okay. Okay.
Back yellow there.
Watch that yellow.
Over on sheet A, Julie Tippin and her team from Woodstock, Ontario, against Brianne Mayer from the Fort Rouge in Winnipeg.
Stay close for line.
Tippin scored 1 with last rock in the first. This is the final stone for the 25-year-old Mayer.
Hard, you got it.
Was an alternate with Chelsea Carey at a Scotties a couple of years back. And this just won't hook enough.
2. Go, Darren.
And so one red around the edge, that other one around the edge will score 2. So it's a steal of 2 for Tippin.
Right down, right down, right down. Right center, right center. Okay. Yeah.
And they left that red exposed. They wanted that over a little bit more.
He's like this?
Forced Glenn into the double.
She's curling a little bit. Yeah.
All of a sudden, a good opportunity here with last stone. You ever stick this buried?
Yeah, pop right under that center.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Scott.
Okay. Get their own red one.
I don't hit the back one.
Jesus.
Look out. Bang, he did.
Oh.
And it'll come back. No.
Up and out.
It's fast, eh?
Top 8.
Okay.
Did I hear Glenn say he popped it out?
Yep. Up and out, meaning up in the weight
okay.
and a little wide. They could have brushed that sooner and tried to jam it onto that one.
Okay, let's make top 8.
To your point, Cheryl, the force is on now. I think another one, try to get a bit of this buried so there's no yellow double. Maybe top 8, top 12 even.
It's really all line.
Line's good.
A hair light.
Line's
Hey.
good.
Gotta go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotta go for 8. Whoa, hey,
We're
hey,
just
line's
tight.
okay.
Yeah,
We're just tight. We're just tight.
Top 12.
Just tight.
Hard.
Top 12.
Go,
Line's
Brad,
great.
go. Come on, Brad, push.
Just get a bite. Whoa now, whoa now, whoa, 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 whoa.
Checking in
Great.
live on the game
Very good.
between Charlie Thomas and John Morris. After Morris stole one in the first, and again applying pressure, sitting 1, 2, and 3. And that's what's facing Charlie Thomas, the 2-time Canadian and World Junior champion, playing another 2-time and Canadian World Junior champion in John Morris.
Easy, easy, easy. Line's good. Whoa, easy. Sliding good. Sliding good. Good room. Room. Line's good. Wait only. Line's really good. Line's really good. Line's really good. Play for T. Yep. Hard for line. Hard. Hard.
Scrub here, Nathan Conley, DJ Kidby. And it's got a hook around, and may now just have slid too far. And it's going to be, as Jim Cotter taps the Yellowstone steal of one more. Morris up 2-0.
What a brilliant try, just the same.
Paramore, eh?
Whoa.
Our sheet,
Just line's good.
Adam Spencer tried the run back, and he technically made it, but didn't get it out of the rings. He feathered that yellow Bottcher rock sideways, left it in the paint. But worst of all, left the center guard. Another chance to loop one in here.
Really gotta go.
And Darren just threw the same shot.
Go, go, go. All you got. All you got. All you got. Hard.
Whoa now, whoa now, whoa, whoa.
It's fine.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That place. That place.
That's pretty
Very good.
Just 2 feet lighter.
You got that little in off there, sitting there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You wait. Oh, let's just update you there. You see Kelsey Rock has come back
That's good. Good shot.
with a single. Now there's another 2-time Canadian World Junior champion, Kelsey Rock. So we've got 3 on the ice. And Burchard has fallen behind after the blank in 6 as they started ahead of us. And they are trailing 3-1 there.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Hard, Dave. Hard. Hard, Dave. Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Nearly. But he spilled it out.
That's not bad. Better.
Now there are 2 lined up there to get behind.
Absolutely. Good throws. Just let you bounce on that first one, eh?
Yeah. Slid tight.
Good,
Trying to
good
fight it
recovery.
out there.
Good recovery.
Even edge is real nice. Like, you can't do much with that bite, the 4-edge edge.
Yeah, I don't think you want to completely bury this.
Yeah.
They've got the hit and
It's
roll,
nice
so
here. I'd say
leave it
it's
in case they make it.
Split the center line, we were here, so
That's right where I was looking. Yep.
Yeah, deep sets up a double too, doesn't it? So just what, top 4 at the very most.
Little exposed.
just like to be edge on edge. Yeah.
Listening to you.
Because then I don't think he can play that out, turn, roll under. Yeah. Because if he does, we'll just stuff it there. Yeah. We can't be more than a piece of the 4-foot, though. Yeah. Even just a bite of the 8-foot would play.
Yeah, so the professional error here would be short. You leave it top 12 even. If Glenn makes the hit and roll, you've got a short run back. You can't be deep here and give him a double and let him stay buried.
Hair tight.
I think that's quite a bit more than Darren.
Little tight.
Okay.
Wait, yeah.
Just for line.
Mine's good. Where?
Don't need to. Whoa!
Mine's good.
We're wide.
Mine's
Well,
good.
want to go.
We're T.
Whoa. Right here.
We're there. We're all there.
We're there.
It's not.
It's okay. Good shot. Good shot.
Wonder if maybe that early brushing may have just held it up a little bit.
Yeah, that caught them by surprise. They thought it was tee, but it came down. Maybe a little bit of a new
Nice
path
shot,
still.
Brandon. Sorry, bud, I didn't know it was heavy.
That's okay.
That's perfect line.
Yeah, line was great.
Edge, right?
Yeah.
We could have finished it to a little bit of a
Can
bury.
you get a little flip in behind? Can you get across the nose here or not?
We're right behind it. It's about 2 inches buried. It's probably there, but Glenn's got to take on both those red ones. Gonna have to shave those guards to get enough roll to be buried. When you're throwing this turn, you're not going to get much roll because of the gear effect. It's spinning left when it hits, and he's trying to roll right.
Just hack. Yep.
Howard and his first as we play here in the third. Still looking for our first points.
Gotta go.
David Mathers. Now back right off. And got right to the nose. Boy, just a little less, maybe. Would have certainly shaved that tighter guard.
Crusher has to call it.
I had lots of weight, actually, it turned out.
Wow.
Good toss, sure.
Scotty gets his body right behind the rock to get maximum angle, to get a little more curvature. Blocked the skipper out from calling that he couldn't see the rock he was calling.
Yeah. They sent light out of my hands.
Dead on's pretty good, Cheryl.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't light.
Oh, shoot, we could have made that good.
Whoa.
Bump,
Green.
bump,
Solid bump.
bump.
Carrick soon.
So
Carrick. Hard Carrick.
Brad Thiessen raised his brush as if to say it was a little bit up.
Hard all the way. No roll.
And roll it does, and it rolls away.
It's okay.
Not a good throw there.
I think normally we threw this early in the first end.
Pretty heavy weight.
All right, guys.
And I think you're going to see a difference between, Brendan and Glenn's releases. Glenn will get a little bit more finish. He's got a nice, the new release now is kind of that pop rotation. Be a little trickier putting the broom down.
No question.
Just smooth. Just think that.
So there you go. There's the. See, this was the experience of Darren Moulding last year at the Brier we expected to see. Moulding almost taking him under his wing to mold him a little bit.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, thanks.
Very good.
But Moulding himself struggled, right? And now there's Moulding now going out and probably pointing out exactly what you just saw about that throw.
Yeah, exactly. He sees it better than anybody, obviously, and I like the way he sold that too. It wasn't like, oh, you missed the broom.
Or is it just a little softer?
To pick up the first point. So Bottcher with a good force.
Got on that mess, boys.
Howard scores in the third.
Straight there, eh?
Brad Thiessen throwing the second stones for Brendan Bottcher out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton. It's his shot that really sets up the end that results in a very nice force by Bottcher.
Well, and this is why they're number one at the force. They could have hit that back one. That would have been kind of the defensive call, but instead they decide they want the force this end, play the shot, come around. He sets it up perfectly, makes Howard chase, and they get their force at the end of this game.
The shot is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it. So the force, the single for Howard, and here at the Credit Union Place in Summerside on this Saturday afternoon for the first time in the game, it will be Brendan Bottcher that does have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Adam. Adam. Keep going, clean. Well, keep going.
Good.
Carrick slid into the rings on his corner there, allowing Scott to hit that. Now it makes it a little more difficult to try to score a 2 here.
You got it, buddy.
That has been Bottcher's struggles really this week, is they really haven't converted with hammer.
They're not scoring at all.
No.
They're averaging what? Not even 5 points a game.
And hammer efficiency is like 14%, so they're not, something's not working really well with their setup when they have hammer.
But let's go back to who the skip is, because there are some who think that Brendan really does believe in the numbers. He's a very analytical guy, and he'll say, okay, now the percentage I should play this, rather than sometimes play with feel and just say, darn it, now's the moment. Don't look at the numbers, feel it.
Yeah, the instinct, it's, you know, when it's time to go, and sometimes that's with the skip, and you kind of have to throw the scoreboard management out the window, but he's very much that way. And he got a force out of it last end because of it.
Pretty good.
Looks really heavy.
Probably T-line, though.
Okay.
No.
Whoa, above the tee. Good. Pretty good there, right?
Yeah.
Wow. I might get a look here.
We don't want to.
Kelsey Rock from Edmonton, Krista McCarville, Thunder Bay. McCarville has been a notoriously slow starter, and she was again this week in a very short round robin. But here she has a chance to add to the lead. And will sit right there, and that is 2 more. So McCarville jumps in front of Rock 4-1. And remembering again that the winner of this one and the winner of Tippin Mayer will meet tonight for one of the 2 women's spots available in Ottawa.
Nose is good.
Now we'll go over to check in on Burchard and Scotland as they play. This is a tiebreaker for the 3rd spot in their group.
Potential shot at an air race for 3 if you made it perfect, but you better make it. You're going to give up a possible steal if you don't.
Oh, nice. And it'll spin away, but that will get you a couple.
Beautiful shot.
And so Burchard comes back. Burchard and her team from the Thistle Curling Club in Winnipeg against Nadine Scotland out of Glencoe in Calgary.
Very nice shot.
Weight's good and a little heavy.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Jared.
Weight's pretty good.
A little better than nose. That's good.
It's fine.
Just nose that a couple times and we'll be in a good spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like rolling a rock my way is even better.
Yeah, this is a tough part with the Howard Stone being in the center there. You're trying not to leave him a double and a blank to get out of the end. You don't have a lot of options as where to roll to.
Whoa. Normal. Just normal. Whoa. Clean.
Of course, it'd be great here for Howard.
Yes. Yep. Real hard. Yes. Go, Scott. You got to go hard. Hard to stay.
Oh, that curl. Good. Been a couple curl there. David Mathers rolled out in that spot in number 2.
Even nose is okay. Yeah. Gets it closer anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Easy?
Do you like left?
No, I like easy.
Well, Julie Tippin has picked up another steal to take a 4-0 lead over Mayer. And a blank means that Morris continues to lead Thomas 2-0.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Easy.
Whoa.
Close.
Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep. Yeah.
Hard.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's good.
Very good. Shot. Beauty.
Very nice.
I like the confidence too that Darren, you know, Brendan yelled down, do you want this weight? He goes, nope, I like this. A little bit of a different Darren Moulding than we saw last year because he was his first Brier, a little tentative.
Like this, or you want to just throw
Pretty wired and understandably so.
He was so excited. He was over the moon to get to a Brier.
Solid board.
Sure. Well, I thought you put it really well. You know, and I earlier said that people expected Darren to maybe, you know, put a hand on the shoulder of Bottcher, take care of him. You said he was just trying to take care of himself.
Yeah, it's, you know, your first time at that Brier, and I think he was just trying to keep himself in check.
Whoa, Scott. Whoa, Scott, take the red over a bit. Take the red over a bit. Whoa, not too far.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Beauty.
So good.
Great shot,
nice.
Crusher. Yeah, I like that.
Great shot. I like it now. Hated it in the half.
You did? Oh, I didn't.
You're shooting Crush. I like the call. A little board waiter.
That's experience right there, isn't
Fall
it?
in love with that weight.
People tend to want to throw a rocket down there to make sure you kill the enemy rock. It's more important to hang around.
Yep.
Whoa.
Close.
Carrick.
Whoa.
Double.
Easy. Whoa.
Here is Darren Moulding. And we'll slide underneath. And
Overthrowing.
Here.
Now you split the rings and the force is on.
Pretty good, eh?
Yeah, now they're in good shape.
Good throw.
Thanks. Thought we were gonna make the double for a sec.
Me too. Yeah. It didn't seem to curl as much as the ones in 2 did.
No, I meant to bop it back.
I didn't think so.
Okay, now you wonder if it is in fact because the ice is straight, because we did mention earlier that the ice maker had turned it down a little bit because of the Remembrance Day service, or that was just a bad throw, Russ, I'm not sure.
It looked heavy to me, but it's hard to know what they actually discussed speed-wise. But
Get it to the T line.
wasn't all that far off either.
And going away, that's the straighter,
yeah.
so maybe just a little straighter spot.
A foot past T is good.
Gotta go, Dave.
Easy. Take a look.
Oh.
A shot.
Shot.
Beauty.
Oh boy, that is fast. Inside out's quick. That's quick.
Yeah.
You said I threw quite a bit lighter than yours, or than Davies. It's got there easy.
Yeah.
I bet this will be similar.
I'm pretty sure they can carry it there too.
I do too. Yeah.
Not a lot of numbers in that team. It's all feel.
Might still get the flank out of it.
You know, that spot's a little quicker. It's all memory work. Brendan, really no choice now. He's going to be forced, so you're going to have to freeze in there, hope for an error.
Try and force yourself to 2.
15.
It's interesting. There is, you talk about feel. There's Darren Moulding with a stopwatch. You never played with one, did you?
No, and Glenn won't either. No, not at all. It's just, to me, it takes away from your feel a little bit. Now, some teams like to split times. It's certainly something to talk about. It gives you some form of reference.
Line's good.
It can also throw you off.
Line's good.
Where are we?
Carrick,
Carrick, line! Hard line! Hard line!
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Just line.
Hard line!
Weight's good.
Hard!
Boy, this is a big carry if they can get this down on the corner. How is this? How's that? Very nice.
Good sweep.
Shot.
Very nice is right.
Pretty great team shot.
Oh, that was great line call by Moulding. Just keep pounding it, boys. It's right on the corner.
He actually should have switched there and made it curl a little more. What a wonderful touch. Now Glenn can get it out of there, but he'd like to hang around at the same time and keep that force alive.
That's good.
Close for sure. I don't think it's. I think it's quicker going.
He's got. That looks like a lot of ice, isn't it? Yeah.
No sit, lots of weight.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa.
Oh, God.
This looks like he had a lot of ice.
Really wanted to stay
Like,
there.
If you threw a
there's
nose
the
run
out.
back, you went for the ice there.
Love to have hung around there, and it's you protect, right? You can't miss it the other way.
Yeah.
Didn't curl much. I think son had the ice read better than father there.
I think it's just that side of the sheet, little straighter. This will move. This out turn here, we've seen a few move across this way.
Yep.
Peel.
Clean. Clean. Yeah.
Peel.
Yeah.
Final stone.
Clean.
Looking for the blank.
Yeah.
Hand goes up from molding. Nice shot. And so we'll put a blank on the board in 4. So that's 3 out of the 4 blanks. Howard continues to lead at 1-0. Yes, it's the place to come for lobster. One less, though, in those traps as of yesterday, the one that was delivered to your room by your family, Carol.
And I didn't feel bad at all.
Yeah, still daylight as we look west from Summerside and welcome you back to our weekend coverage. This is the road to the Roar. And 2 teams, 2 men's teams, 2 women's teams will come out of the 28 that started Monday to fill out the field for the Roar of the Rings, the Canadian Curling Trials, first week of December in Ottawa.
A ton of room.
Make it really good, boys. Looks light. Looks light.
It's your
Looks
turn.
light.
1-0 Howard leads it.
better.
Bottcher once again has last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 5.
Line's perfect.
Hard, Dave.
Line's perfect. Come on, Davey. You got
Hard,
to push.
Dave.
Krista
Come on,
McCarville against
Come on,
Kelsey
Davey. Come on.
Rock.
Come on, Carson.
4-1 McCarville leads Rock out of the Saville Community Sports Center.
Let's go. Lock it on.
Not a bad fish.
Rock out of that great program, curling program at the University of Alberta. They all train at the Saville. So many Canadian champions have come out of our Golden Bears. Oh boy, and she'll roll and lose it. And so misses the opportunity for a couple, gets just 1. McCarville has the lead and the hammer back.
Huh? Oh, I was.
Hard! Come on, come on, dear.
That's good. Good shot. Kind of just dug in like right there.
Not bad.
Okay. Dug in. Locker on.
Okay.
You got to go there.
So that did well, eh? Same way to give you last in? Is that close? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
that's close. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Nice chance here to snuggle another one up to that previous red.
Yeah,
Line's
that
a little
Bottcher
tight.
stone sliding
Just
just
line.
a little too
Real
deep
tight.
allows
Yeah,
them
go, Crusher,
to
you can go.
stack
Whoa, whoa.
a couple on top here.
Yep.
Weights to it. Little
Whoa,
bump.
whoa.
Bumping.
Whoa.
Bumping. Back
Whoa,
4.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, whoa, Scott!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Scott a bit. Scott a bit. Scott a bit. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Shot.
You talk about playing with feel. Is this a point where you think maybe Glenn
Yeah.
says, I know I haven't got last rock here, but I'm feeling something. I'm going to put some pressure on it.
Yeah, the way they're set up, it's really nice. And you know, the red one was frozen in there pretty good. You could go in again. Now, definitely Bottcher's team could get at this with a nice angle raise, but there's still going to be a perfect freeze on top of that shot rock that Team Howard can use at any point in time. Yeah, it's a really good opportunity at this point to steal.
Yep, yep. Whoa, 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 Darren, whoa, 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 whoa. Just take the roll, take the roll.
Yep, Darren, go, 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 Darren, go, 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 keep going.
Good shot. Very good.
Beauty.
Perfect speed.
A little scary now.
Well, he had the key shot earlier. Brad Thiessen throws up another very nice one.
Nice come around.
Julie Tippin, Brianne Mayer.
But you want to go on this side.
It is a 4-0.
He's going to do it again.
Tippin leading. Final stone to come for Mayer. out of the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg. You see those two red stones.
Go there.
T-line 4, and then one just glued to the corner.
Maybe just a hair.
I don't think you can make both reds go away, Cheryl. It's just going to carry them on with the yellows. Got to save the thrown rock here.
Yep. Hard.
You bang it on the nose and they can hope for a little roll towards center line.
Yes.
Yep.
Hard. Go, 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 go. Right up, right up. Keep going, keep going.
And now you have a look. She gets one for sure. One, that tapped that
Okay, we
one.
can
May
get
have
rid of
to
these
measure.
two.
Yeah,
Sorry.
get rid of that one.
I'm not
Get
sure
rid of
about
that
these.
one.
So one yellow for sure. Yep.
Thank you.
Where is that?
And we'll wait to see. We'll come back and let you know if it's one or two.
Yeah.
We're fine. No, we are planning.
And just so you know, they have called for a measure there.
Glenn's going to stay in the offense here. Try to
Pretty
put
good.
it in that same spot.
Hold your light. Line's good.
Part of the strategy depends
Line's
on the
good.
faith of the guy throwing. Like, can
Yep,
he
line,
put this in
line.
the right spot? Otherwise, maybe don't call it.
Gotta go
Hard.
Adam.
Hard. Keep going,
You
Smith.
gotta go hard. You gotta go. Get it by. Get it by. Get it by. Oh.
Okay.
Yikes.
Same shot? Yeah. Chip.
Nice hack. Hey?
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, we're going out
Lean.
just a little bit further.
Gotta be soft weight again. You gotta get hair by that guard.
To touch a piece of the butt.
Dropping in on that tiebreaker between Nadine Scotland and Shannon Burchard. After Scotland scored 2 in 7 to tie.
Same 15 seconds.
Oh boy, and shot rock appears to be Scotland. Just edge of the button.
Really nice throw.
Or that's Burchard, pardon me.
I don't know if we want to run that in.
I know.
If I miss it, he hits that, we're in big trouble.
Good go here.
Lots.
Line's okay, Raj. Stay close.
Scotland is sitting the one. T-line, edge of the button. So she's really got to try to hook one in here.
Line's down. Go for T.
It's close.
Line's okay. Got to be on the tee. Line will be fine. You can be back button.
No.
Hard, Nicole.
And nice try. Just slides too far to pick up the single and take a 4-3 lead. Shannon Scotland. Al Cameron, who is the director of communications and media, said they were getting some emails and online questions and saying, why is there a Scotland playing in this Road to the Roar? You get, well, it is. It's Team Scotland, as it's Team Howard or Team Bottcher, but not Team Scotland.
The run back would be the best result if you made it. It would be a disaster if you didn't. So they changed their mind.
Line's a little tight.
Have Adam try to shrink the scoring area here on Brendan Bottcher. An angle freeze.
That's line. Whoa, then. Whoa. Close. Stay heavy. Back four. Dave, we got to get this in there. Got to get this in there. You got to go, Davey. You got to go. You got to go. Get this one back fine, too. Get that one back. Go. Okay. Not bad.
Nice throw.
Toss.
Not bad. Bad Smith.
Is he calling hard?
Well, this game has really taken some time. Charlie Thomas, John Morris.
Not like that at all.
Morris with a
What,
steal
are we
of one
playing
in
around or
the
long?
first, another single in the second. They blank the third as he plays Charlie Thomas. Everyone else is playing well into the fifth.
Whoa. Yep.
And he's facing a couple here, Thomas.
Whoa.
And moves them far enough. Little quiet double. Will pick up his first points.
Well thrown.
Well, and if he freezes,
What?
take a time.
I don't know.
So I don't. Brendan called the center guard to kind of basically block the shot that Adam just threw, but I'm not so keen about throwing a guard when you have hammer.
There isn't a good peel on
And
the
just
board
to update you, after the measure, it was just the single point for Brianne Mayer out of Fort Rouge, Winnipeg. So Tippin continues to lead there.
Just go here.
4-1.
Timeout. Timeout.
Sure.
So timeout is being called by Team Bottcher. Each team is given 2 1-minute timeout.
Is it any good if we? Nah, probably not.
Problem is, any peel goes into there.
Yeah.
We need to guard it.
So it's where we can guard their freeze. Yeah. That guards their freeze.
I'm not too worried about the freeze.
Really? They can get shot.
He's got to make it real good to even me second shot.
I guess if he makes it good, you do have that.
They're gonna make that freeze.
Well, if he makes it good, we're always shot. So I'll have something over here, right?
Okay, so here then.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could run that short guard, Cheryl.
We
red
want to
under
overlap.
red.
This is what you're saying.
Maybe get all 3 red.
I think so, because our yellow is going to be the one he runs back in high side on here, right? Both of those are bad angles,
So
but the guard.
is it better to go up here?
Sure.
Okay.
Nice and high. Sure.
So anywhere in here.
Straight guard this rock.
Yeah.
Maybe plus an inch that way.
Okay.
High half, Darren.
From what we've seen of the ice, do you think there would be any chance for Howard to, with a wide out turn, even hook one in there?
This is a straighter side, so that would be the tougher shot, but he's also got the option of a flat hit and roll in there. I don't know about guarding. Maybe you throw it so that you have access to it. You don't stagger it, so you could run it back if there was a shot made.
I think what they're worried about is bringing this too tight, and then Glenn plays this rock onto his own.
So I've heard halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it higher.
That was the last call.
Glenn's got the round the horn there too in those side ones.
Yeah, like I'd be careful throwing too much of a guard on here.
Whoa now, whoa, line's good. Line's good. We're still a little tight.
It's one of those ends for Bottcher that it's too good too soon.
Yep.
Tight. Just tight.
We're right beside.
Yep.
Right beside it. We're bumping.
Whoa. Very good.
Okay.
It's real good.
Yeah, Glenn makes this in there, though, and
You can't get it out.
no, you've staggered the guards.
Yeah, I think the same is real close. Okay. That's more ice. Yep, that should be good. Same weight.
I've just threw it too, so just take that extra foot. Now, what's that speed out here? You'd have to think it's a hair slower out this wide.
I got less.
And he doesn't need much more weight with these brushers either.
Quite a bit less. Go then.
Adam Spencer.
Hard.
Howard and Mathers really had him right out of his hand.
Guys, good. Hard, you got it.
Wait, close. Wait, good.
Howard closest to the stone.
Stay.
Trying to make something out of not much. And they couldn't hook it in.
Oh, boy.
Actually overbrushed it.
Well, I'm like.
It's just that they had to go almost end to end on it. Never got the curl, I don't think.
Well, again, if it ends up being, we got to pick up.
Whoa, stay.
It was light all the way down until they looked up, and now it's a foot heavy. Not the spot to leave it either.
No.
Really good throw here, and it's trouble.
Whoa.
Darren Moulding.
Whoa.
It's close.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Close. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Brad.
Don't want him.
Oh, line's good.
Anything,
Line.
anything. Go, 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 go.
That's great. Great.
Beauty.
Good shot.
Real good.
Fantastic.
Shot.
Might not be 3, but they're still pretty happy all the same.
On the pro side.
That's a good shot.
Error,
Very
if you
nice.
want to call it. A little short of it.
Which didn't happen on the previous shot.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
An easy shot for 3. He just has to move that at all.
Well, again, but we can't afford to lose this or we're in real trouble. I think so.
He still has that shot.
I know.
Is this any good?
That might be better, yeah.
Then he runs it, and he's sitting here. And then there are 3 in the middle.
Well, if he ever hits it high, like if we're up here maybe, that angle's pretty good. If he ever hits it high.
It's going to be hard to get it in there. That's the only problem. Mind you, our rock's in front of it. It probably cuts something, and he's still going to have that for 4. Can I tap that? That'd be the shot, boys.
Pretty tough.
Let him sit 3, yeah.
Tap, there's the shot. Let's do that. Let's tap that a little bit.
You might.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
That's a shot. Okay. Right there.
Glenn can somehow get to the nose or close to the nose and just move that previous shot back into that area, then you cannot deal with that red one. It's there. They almost have to guard it. Glenn will have some shot with his last one. But the more weight you throw here, obviously, the harder it is to get to the inside. You're not playing with a lot of room there.
Is there anything on the other side, the intern side?
I don't see anything. You could freeze in maybe for 3rd.
Yeah, so what are you kind of weight throwing? Yeah.
Just my back.
Is this time to cut your losses if you're Howard Gerald, just to try and hold them to 2?
Yeah, I think so. And you might get a chance with something on your last. It's kind of, this is a setup shot.
There's been a few rocks down here now. It's getting pretty greasy. It's the type of shot you could overthrow.
Weight's good. Lots of weight.
Close.
Weight's good. Close. Weight's good.
Yes.
Yep. Come on, Scott.
Hard. Hard.
Come on, Scott.
Lots of weight. Hard.
Come on, Scott Howard. David Mathers by 1. Get it by another one? No, it'll crash. And now they've bumped it up, and it is yellow, and Bottcher's hitting 3.
Seemed to jump partway down. It looked wider than the previous shot. I'm not sure what happened there.
He didn't underthrow it either.
Hard, Scott. Harder, Scott.
Didn't think it would go that much. With that extra weight, it should run straighter.
Sure.
Yeah, I was kind of happy with it, and it just sort of jumped.
I think he can still draw one in here and probably cut this one out, right?
Does that in-off get him anything? Not really.
Just
he
the
can
one.
get rid of 1. Can he get rid of 2?
Well, this one might.
Yeah, he might be able to get rid of that one.
But if we put one here, then this one's always second.
Let him throw that.
Yeah, this one.
Well, it jams here, yeah.
Well,
Can we sit 4?
yeah, we can bump it an inch too. There's nothing special. Anywhere up
Cheryl,
here is good.
it's tempting to do this, but if it doesn't get into that position, if it ends up maybe in here, that just frames up Glenn's double raise. And then Glenn goes in here and kills a couple of them, stays on top of it. Got to be really careful here.
And I think you want to have that, relay that information to the brushers. You know, we're okay if we're a little bit light of it, but it can't hang out.
Be honest with you, I don't think they've even seen that.
No, I'm with you.
They didn't see that
Sure
at all.
didn't talk about it.
Not at all.
So this hangs a little bit. Glenn's got that short double raise into the pocket, kills 2 of them, sits maybe second shot, and it's a tough deuce all of a sudden.
And Glenn's is really the only one that's curled here, and I think it picked.
I do too. It jumped all at once. They weren't worried, and then bang, Glenn jumped up and took off.
Don't want it.
Yeah.
Don't want it. Close, Carrick.
Carrick.
Whoa, whoa. Don't want it.
Don't want it.
Brendan Bottcher is first, still looking for his first point.
Line's good.
Bouncing's not good.
Very close game as we play here in 5. And here's this situation now. Where is this going to end up?
Good.
And right
Nice
down
shot.
to it.
Beauty.
It's pretty nice weight.
Just curled enough.
Can't complain about this.
Good.
Oh, boy. Beauty shot.
Whoa.
Nice curling, I'll tell you. They've been right on the X this entire end.
We're fine.
That stays a hair farther open. That red one goes in there.
Lost in there.
Yeah. Two's probably spinning off the red a little bit. I guess the 3 stays now because that's there.
Yeah, you know what? If I hit it across the top and try and get it into this one.
If you ever get into the 6,
I might get rid of 3 of them.
You're probably making this back one go, this one goes.
I like it. I like it. Right into there.
This is the shot we talked about, Vic. Right here, Glenn's actually going to try to hit it a little more on this side, bring it back that way. That one goes maybe this one. This one shoots across. But more importantly, the red, if it's hit properly, will stay maybe in that area. And Brendan might be down to sitting 1. So it kind of helped him, Cheryl. It helps Glenn by putting it where Brendan did. Not that he threw it perfectly badly either. It was a beautiful shot.
Just a bigger wall.
That's good. I don't think the 2 ever goes. I don't think the back one ever goes. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, it's sort of a who knows.
It's one of those who knows. And we're about to find out. Final stone in some trouble. Facing 4. And angle it back and across the top. And my goodness, now they'll have a chance to draw and catch enough for the button for 5.
The one we had open here, we had there.
Goodness.
You'd like that one back. It's one of those ones that Glenn threw it harder than he normally would. And for good reason. He was trying to move about 400 pounds of granite.
You could probably throw about the same.
That allows it to run that much straighter.
What did you get on that last one?
I didn't get it.
Okay.
14.
That's not a very good end, Strasser.
They had the angle set up good, and then 1 miss on Dave, and then we're into it.
Yeah. Every time we try to get into it.
A little bit fresh.
This could be a hair.
You know, Sonny, that explains a lot for those who don't play a lot. One shot, set up shot, you miss it, and then everything builds on it one after another.
Yeah. And then after that miss by Mathers, the Bottcher team's been perfect.
All you!
There, hey? Yeah. I
stay with it.
It's got to be quick here.
This is the side that seems to move a little bit better.
Sitting 4.
Line's good. Carrick, if anything.
Okay, we don't need to.
All on its own.
No. Take it.
T. Whoa.
Sitting 4. Spencer right there, and it will slide too far. 4 it is. Bottcher waits until the 5th and puts 4 on the board.
Okay. Probably did the exact same lead I threw on the other side.
14-6.
The 2017 Home Hardware Road to the Roar is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Well, there's very few boats now out in the water. This one is named the Life of Riley. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? Come to PEI in Summerside, lead the Life of Riley. Let's check the numbers after 5, and 4 on the board in the 5th gives Bottcher the lead.
Well, the numbers are close for both teams, but when you look at it, it's Brendan. He came in with a low draw percentage, but he made that shot in the 4th end to force the blank, and then he set up for their 4 in this last end. So great draws, clutch draws.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 23 years. He can't play, he's coaching now, Richard Hart, with his longtime skip. And Howard finds himself down 4-1.
The 2017 Home Hardware Road to the Roar is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for over 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Let's continue with our updates now as we check in on Julie Tippin from Woodstock, Ontario against Brianne Mayer from Fort Rouge in Winnipeg. Tippin's final stone in 5. And with a 4-1 lead, Tippin with 1 in the first, stole 2 in the second, stole another in 3 before Mayer replied with a single in 4. But this isn't very good for Tippin, and there's a steal of 2 right back Mayer. They'll go to the break. Tippin leads it 4-3. It all started last Monday. 14 women's teams, 14 men's teams here at Credit Union Place. Opened in March of 2007. And this week's home to the Home Hardware Road to the Roar final weekend.
Off, Dave, off.
Halfway. Looks good. Halfway. I don't like it too long. Yep, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hard crusher, keep going, keep going.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good.
Brendan Bottcher with that 4 in the 5th.
Full 8 apiece of the 4.
You don't see that very often against Glenn Howard. Ends like that.
No, but this is where the experience will come in. Glenn knows he's still got lots of game left. You get a deuce here, you force. Still a good opportunity and no reason to panic.
Top 8, top 8, top 12, top 8.
Top 8.
Oh, it's sliding, it's sliding. Top 4.
Hold on.
T.
No.
T.
Line's
Top 4.
Top 4. Line's good. Line's good. Darren a little. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Shot.
Go. Very nice. Very good.
Nice shooting. Lock this in there, boys. It's a straighter rock.
Surprised Scott's throwing the cutter first. You know what you're going to do with your first one. It's going to be corner guard, and this you'd love to bury, so why not use the one that curls a little more? Maybe he has better feel with this rock. It might be a little quicker.
Heavy. Not, how is it?
It's fine.
Line's good.
Line's good.
You'll often see skips take the cutter because they want to be able to use it to throw a last rock to bury around something. If they think they can manage it, they will.
Rip. It's nice peel.
Yep.
Lead.
A couple of Canadian mixed champions on this team in Thiessen, who won in 16 with Mick Lismore, and Moulding, who won in 14.
I got there.
Just line.
Where are we?
Pretty
Halfway.
tight. Halfway tight.
Easy. Easy. Line's good. Over curl of Edling. Ooh, Scott. Ooh. Good.
See a lot of well-placed guards so far this week. Testament to the surface.
Yep. Yep, we're good. Very good.
I'll still fight the urge to hit those 2 yellows, trying to delay any possible double for Bottcher. Just keep guarding his corner.
David Mathers and Scott Howard. Russell, I think you and I did it. They were part of the junior team for Ontario with Matt Cam.
That's right.
And it was 11. Braden Muscowie. I think they lost to Muscowie that year.
Braden made a shot that wasn't even there. Just one of the best curling shots you'll ever see to win. And he won on a measure the Canadian Championship. That's right.
Gonna have to.
Yep. Yep. Lead.
Shot.
Angles aren't great for Glenn Cheryl. Like that double's pretty easy, but where's it going to go?
I think it's jamming.
Pretty close, isn't it?
So is it quicker down the middle or?
No, I think speed's fine. Speed's the same. Yeah.
You could try now just to tap that top yellow, kind of back toward the red, back 12 foot.
Just line.
Little tight.
Yep.
No, you're good. You're good.
Well then. Easy.
Okay, you're good. Little. It's got to stop. Okay.
It's pretty tight.
It's okay though. It's okay. Can you hit it a bit, Scott?
It's okay.
Good over curl of hair.
Okay. Well.
Yep. Keep going. Go. Good. Shot.
Firm.
Ooh, interesting call here. You can't see a lot of this. Just trying to make it go away. Could play softer weight at it.
McCarville picked up a single in 5, leads 5-2 over Rock.
Whoa.
Firm.
Yeah. Whoa. Very good.
Beauty.
Nice throw.
Shot.
Not a lot of fear there.
It's kind of better for Glenn in a sense, though.
You like that or like that?
Well, absolutely, and peeling the guard would have left the same result, and now, like you say, they can put this in a better spot.
Still more is 2-1 after the blank and 5.
Gotta make this hole perfect.
I know.
He hits. And he is.
Good job.
Kind of getting late for Glenn. He's decided to try and move those rocks. Get a roll.
Wouldn't have to, though, because if you come around top 12, then the double passes by your own.
Yep. Good. Hard.
Hard, Dave.
Hard, Dave. Close. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Scott. Whoa. Spin. Okay. Good shot.
Oh, so close.
Oh, man.
Point sticking
Put it
around.
in the same spot.
We have enough. If we want.
Good shot.
What a good throw by Adam.
Does Brendan do exactly what Darren did, or does he try to throw it softer and hang around?
Yeah.
Looks with that ice, he's going to throw it pretty hard. He could throw a hack waiter here and just sit 2. That would be pretty tasty also. What'd you do, Cheryl? Just get rid of it?
I kind of like this. I just feel like with the score,
Yep.
make it go away.
Clean.
Yeah.
Whoa. Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Good shot.
Shot. Good.
Glenn ends up getting what he wanted here. A real good chance and a swingy spot.
Get it in there.
Top 8 buried.
Top 8?
Yeah. He's going to probably draw.
Gotta get in there good, which is okay.
No, it's draw. Hit and roll's ugly because even if you make it, it's behind the tee line.
Yeah.
Just line.
I would like to go a little.
Room. Weight's fine. Hard line.
Line's good.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Come on.
Hard. Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go. Never up.
You threw that hard enough. Should have been.
I thought you had more weight than that.
What happened there?
Hey,
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. They liked it out of my hand. Everything looked good. It just didn't slide.
weird.
Wow.
Last end. To draw the pin, we're probably here. So
it's exactly where I was looking. Yep.
Just so he doesn't
guard
have
it
a
to
back
Cheryl
line.
with a top 12, maybe?
Yeah, and then it's not a lot of good draw passes for Glenn either.
Well, this is the tiebreaker that started about an hour before we came on air. Shannon Burchard and Nadine Scotland tied at 4, and you see Burchard sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Same draw to the button. Speed.
Burchard's last stone, I'm not sure whether she had the opportunity to get the inside roll, but she rolled to the outside. And now Scotland will have this for the win. Now remember that these teams, there was Breen, Scotland, Burchard, and Clybrink. Shannon Clybrink, Teresa Breen, they were all tied at 3-3. They played a tiebreaker at 11:30 last night.
Line's good.
Scotland was a winner over Breen. Burchard took out Shannon Clybrink. And
Line's
now
great,
this
all you.
is for the
Line's
third
good.
spot in
Curling
Pool
now.
A.
Curling now. 14-8.
Great throw.
And there it is. She'll draw the pin for the win. Nadine Scotland out of Glencoe in Calgary will win it 5-4. And so 2 tiebreakers, and she now continues on. And the Olympic run for Shannon Burchard has come to an end.
Glencoe's is hard enough, hits it a little high side. That middle rock could spin. Get the blank out of it.
Hard. Hard. Hard, Dave. Hard.
Ready, Scott? Ready?
Shooter, shooter, shooter. Go,
Yep.
go, go.
Keep going. Go! Great
Shot.
shot.
Didn't think it was possible the way it was setting up that he could get away with a blank, but he does.
Yeah.
Remains 4-1, Bottcher. So we can fill out now the teams that have qualified with Scotland's win. And you see now she slides into that 6 p.m. Eastern Time game, and she will play the loser of Tippin and Mayer. The loser of Rock McCarville will play Sherry Madaw. The 2 winners tonight at 6 will also be on the ice, and that will be for a spot in Ottawa. Yes, go Team Scotland, indeed. Nadine Scotland, Heather Jensen, Rebecca Conshu, and Heather Rogers out of Glencoe in Calgary. And it was the road too was a tough road indeed. First with that win early this morning, finished around 1:30 in the morning, win over Teresa Breen, and now wins again over Shannon Burchard.
Sorry, it's okay.
So in comes Bottcher, up goes corner, and again, Bottcher comes in.
Where's my broom? Make it easy. Look
Glenn had to make a very, very difficult shot to get the blank out of that, but Brendan set it up for him. Anywhere lighter than that, or even go to the open side, and Team Howard's forced to a single, which would have been absolutely the recipe for success for Bottcher, but he's put it in the wrong spot. Same thing this end. Those 2 yellows aren't going to help Bottcher as this end unfolds.
You don't see that very often.
No.
2 corners here. Look
yeah,
at that.
That's true.
You can play them, that's what the rule says, but you don't see it very often.
Last end, Glenn only threw the 1, went around the 1. Didn't quite get away with it. Now he's going 2. It's getting late in the game here, so.
The risk always when you throw the second corner is it has to be perfect or you leave them a double peel, and so that's always, I think sometimes when the corner is wide enough on the first one, you'll throw the second one because that double peel is a little tougher.
I like to come around.
We were thinking, Scott and I were thinking come
I kind of like it too.
I like this.
Let's go here.
So we saw Shannon Scotland pick up the win. Now she's waiting to see who she will play. The loser of this one, Julie Tippin, Woodstock, Ontario, Brianne Mayer, Fort Rouge in Winnipeg. And it's just all going bad now for Tippin as she'll give up the steal of 3 after Tippin led 4-0 after 3. Now she finds herself down 6-4.
Wait's there, wait's there.
Just right now. Line's good. Right to my broom. Line's real good.
I'd like it to curl a little.
Wait's there.
Scott a bit.
Scott, go ahead.
Yeah, go. There you go. You
Yep.
got it going good. Keep going.
Yep.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Sorry,
going.
sorry.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep
Yep,
going.
yep,
Keep
yep.
going. Keep going. Good.
You should be able to spin right into these ones.
Okay.
Here we go.
You can't see a lot of this. You got the lefty out turn here too to run that bit straighter. You have to make sure you make noise on one of those 2 red rocks here. You can't go by everything to score the way it is.
Whoa, whoa.
My hair heavy.
Whoa, whoa. Cark.
Carve it.
Whoa.
This is a guy to have thrown it though. 94% for Brad.
All right, you got it. Go, 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 go.
Good shot.
That's better than it was.
Sorry, Cark.
No, that's her.
They're talking
Good
about
sweep,
these
Carr.
brush heads that don't make it go left and right. I'm not so sure that
Definitely better.
both those last 2 shots curled in there a lot. Scotty making that first one move and Carrick with the second.
There more? Yeah, easy on the weight, guys. Easy.
Where are we?
A little more. Easy, boys. Easy.
Line's better.
No, it's tons of weight.
Whoa. This is dead buried right here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Me.
Clean it. Just clean it. I think line's real good. Yeah, a little bit, Scott. Yep. Go, Scott. Go. Keep going. Go.
Very nice.
Yeah, this one's over buried a bit.
Ridiculous. Missed a bit.
Dead buried.
I didn't get by much, so.
I'm good with either. What do you
Wouldn't
like?
you run up and rip that guard?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep.
Like there's
Sprint.
no need with the score the way it is to even be flirting with trying to get that one in the rings.
And he said either one or t'other.
Clean.
Darren Moulding.
Whoa, whoa. We're good.
Shot.
Good shot.
And Guardy will get.
Maybe we lock one in there.
That's what I think.
Freeze to the one to your side, Scott? Yeah, right there.
Rob, as we go there, he just does that.
I like that one.
Got to go to this one.
Okay.
Problem with freezing with the lower one, you don't have the second
Speed
one to
doesn't
chop
change.
off
Speed
of.
should be good still, yeah.
Even a top 8 foot here, Cheryl, or top button, and try to make them hit it through the hole. This can't be heavy.
What do you got there right now?
Just line.
I think we're there, guys. Yeah, weight's there right now.
Whoa, then, whoa.
Whoa,
Can't
then.
pump it.
Whoa, then.
Whoa, looks heavy.
It's really good.
Okay, go. Line's
Play the
real
weight.
good.
Play the weight. I still think
A little bit. Line's perfect. Line is perfect. Don't bump. No bump, Scott.
No
Line's
taps,
perfect.
though. No
Line's
taps.
perfect. Line is perfect.
No
Line is
taps.
perfect.
No taps.
Line is perfect.
Wow.
Great shot, Crush. Beauty.
Shot, Spence.
Shot.
Adam Spencer.
Getting a little slower in the middle there.
He was saying that he was so thrilled to play in the Brier because he became the second member of the Spencer family. Did you read that? His great uncle.
Yes.
Adam played in the 47 Brier in St. John. And then, of course, back then, there were only 10 teams. And you played just a round robin. The round robin winner won. And it was Jimmy Welsh out of Manitoba. Finished 9-0.
Good story.
Yeah!
Yes! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Yikes. We talked about those 2 yellow off the bat that Carrick threw that were staggered. It's creating problems here.
Oh, and they keep trying to
move them.
kind of get them moved around, but it's not working.
The thought is you bring another red one in there and just, where do they go? You can't get them out?
You might not be able to get either red out, Vic.
You can do that. Yeah, come have a look. You can probably hit this and get that one.
Is this any good?
That's what I was wondering. Is that any better?
Yep.
If you can't get rid of both reds, it's perfect.
Yeah, the problem with this is you can, right? If you go to relock
like what Dave was saying, he also knows it too, though.
But that's not awful. At least there's 2 reds in play.
But
I think he's going to slash that.
I think that's better.
That doesn't go anywhere. He's going to nose it as well. But that's...
Well, that's okay. Then we lock one in
that's
here.
not going anywhere.
No, it's not going anywhere. I think you triangle right on the nose. Exact same shot.
Yeah, like keep it on this angle. So give me so much more ice.
Okay.
You make that.
Yeah, just center line side.
There's 0 chance of
I
getting
think even here's
either red out.
Right there's fine.
You think he's going to draw?
I don't think he's going to draw.
Okay, what else do you do, Dave? Well, I don't want no problems. What's he going to do? Because the problem with that...
I'm not worried about him throwing this draw.
He's probably coming off this.
Okay. Yeah, right.
See, that's why I like it here.
Let's give it a go. I like that too. Okay. It's the best chance at a good end.
Scott's right here. You have to kind of take away that left-hand yellow.
There, he can make this. And he gets rid of everything.
He can always make this.
You're there?
He just hits right into this crotch.
Do we ever tap this?
That's not bad, Crusher.
Oh, that's not bad either.
That's actually really good.
That might be better.
That's better. Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that. It's got to go this way?
I think the same turn. Right. It's kind of the shot I threw 2 ends ago.
Tap that outside yellow a foot. It's really good.
Dropping in on this game between John Morris and Charlie Thomas, and it appears that it is Morris sitting the one.
Really
he
hard.
leads 2-1
Hard
as
time.
they play in 6, and
Hard
it
time.
is just a rock pile around the button. And now what's he moved? He's moved 1. Question is, he's sitting 2. 1 for sure, T-line. Now he'll check around the edge, top, and at the back.
No, all good.
Yeah, that's 1.
That's what I was worried about. If I throw any more weight, they steal one. It's a
1
tragedy.
is all it is, as Morris will pick up the single and take a 3-1 lead.
Every time we look over there, almost every rock's in play.
Little tight. Yep.
Interesting that midway through the round robin,
Gotta go.
John Morris, who as we've seen in the past,
Gotta go hard.
skips the team but throws 3rd stone, allowing Jim Cotter to throw the 4th stone. They made the switch. Morris skips and now throws the last rock.
Not bad. That's real good.
It's a good shot.
Might be better. I was concerned if we hit it. We could have played the skinny double.
Yeah.
And got the other run. That's pretty good. Scars, get it, boy.
You have to remove that back yellow, the Bottcher's own rock, to have a chance to release the red.
I think we do want to release it a little bit, don't we?
Well, I think we play this one thick, and we play like...
And if we end up just sitting in the crotch, that's pretty good.
Yeah, like with a medium kind of weight.
Okay.
I don't want to whip it. My
No.
shooter staying there is
I was
important.
thinking even easy.
I'm good with easy.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully just get this one.
Just move it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the
I'd
weight
like about
call.
All right.
That kind
I
of
think what would have happened if the very first 2 rocks had not been in that spots they were. That's what's hurt Bottcher here.
easy.
So now he's kind of almost has to go on the offense. He's going to throw
Easy.
like an easy weight so that he
hitting the
stays somewhere in
center
front,
line
doesn't roll up and off.
Okay. And trying to roll into the other one and just unlock the backing. Okay.
Just off nose.
My shooter staying there is pretty important,
Yeah,
I think.
just off nose. Nose is fine.
Well, clean.
Good.
Clean.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait,
yeah.
good.
Hard.
Clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Decent. Oh boy, they backs it up, and they're sitting 2.
Okay.
Not what he wanted, overbrushed.
That's not the end of the world.
Oh, it's not great.
Really good.
That's not bad.
It's okay.
It's sort
You
of
have to understand the spin. He hit that about where he wanted to, but because of the rotation, it just gear effects right off the top of that red rock.
But then
Rolled too far.
The top one of mine is
You can see Carrick doesn't like
Stuck.
it.
Good right there, isn't it?
I think
And,
that's
and
the
we're
call.
sitting 3.
I think that's the call.
Okay,
Freeze
I
the
like
nose of your red. What does he do?
So I can
awful.
kill the one, and
That's
we won't.
good. Then we have this
We're going to have trouble getting that one.
But we won't be.
I think
beating
anywhere
that.
in here is good.
Let's go there.
I like that.
Okay, so
Like
crush
even if you're over curl, that's good too.
right there.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of good.
There's a lot of good.
Let's get it in there.
Yep.
They had to miss the other way and get that yellow one into that type of area, and then it's an easy raise. Maybe remove both reds. Certainly one of them now.
Glenn, do you want to throw your second rock
Yeah,
just
I thought
in
so
case?
too.
Glenn just stays on top.
Yep.
Angles it a bit so the red shot rock goes onto that back yellow.
Speed hasn't changed.
There's a shot at a 4 this
Yeah,
end.
normal speed. Top 4, Scott.
Electing to go with what he usually throws second. Throw it first. Maybe just a little more curl to the stone, you think?
Well, they got caught
Just
on the
line.
draw weight that really
Small-
surprised
little
when it
bump.
came
We're
up
there
so
right now,
short
back
last
4.
end. So I think they're just
Line's good.
Coming down.
Right away.
switching
Line's
the
good.
order just to make sure.
Still there. Still there.
Still there, Spence. Line's really good.
Needs to stop.
It's got a bit. It's got a bit.
Yep. yep.
Don't want him, don't
Weight's
want
good.
him. It's
Okay,
there.
Okay. Okay. Easy, easy. Whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit, Scott. Yep. Yep.
Pretty good.
Oh, fuck.
Pretty good.
He gets 2 reds easy, but yeah, we had to be.
Might even squeeze that one through.
Had to curl more?
Yeah.
Or a smidgen
Pretty
lighter.
much on the nose.
Yeah, either
I'd
would
say
work,
you need
right?
to hit it outside nose a little, just to guarantee these go.
Would
Shot.
they all go, Cheryl?
I don't think so. I think only shot stone and the one on the right as we're looking at it goes, because I can't imagine that red on the left getting through.
As far as I can see it, these 2 are going for sure, aren't they?
Yeah, you hit a hair high.
Hair high,
Hair
and I
high
think
is mine.
they all go. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess you just.
If this shot rock hits enough of that red one, that one goes that way.
It's a hair on the high side.
If it gets enough, it'll carom off this yellow and go out there if you throw it hard enough. If that can happen, there's enough room
squirt through
that it might squirt through, but this has to be blistering. You can hit it on the high side. If the shot rock doesn't hit enough of the right hand red, Glenn's hitting for 3.
Yeah! Right out of his hand. Boy, oh boy. Molding calling them on here. Now he's got them all going. Wow. And he moves it back.
Shot.
They're sitting
Good shot.
3.
Good shot, buddy.
Hit it a little tighter than he wanted to, but he had
Triple
that
for 2
speed.
maybe, but it's tough.
We hit it just a touch slow, okay?
Yeah, he had a lot of weight on that. You see the extension.
Yeah, Glenn couldn't bounce. He just bounced like 1.5 inches. Just anything short of that.
There.
What a great shot.
Okay.
Real thin, eh?
Yeah. Problem I'm worried about, I hit tooth and it might go right through.
The easy double at the tops, what he's going to do, but the right hand yellow might carom off that one at the 8 o'clock position and still score 2.
What was setting up for a possible 2, maybe even 3. Now he faces 3 himself with his last. Bang, bang. And he'll sit there for a single. And Howard gets 1 back. And the frustrated look. We played 7. You can see the Confederation Bridge off in the distance. You know, if you hear the stories about that bright red mud, look at that. There you go. Then you think about Stompin' Tom rolling down the highway smiling with Bud the Spud. Yeah, of course. Let's continue with our updates now. Drop in on the game between Rock and McCarville. Kelsey Rock, Saville Community Sports Center, Edmonton. Krista McCarville, Fort William Curling Club, Thunder Bay, as they play here in 7. friends sit nicely for a couple. So McCarville extending her lead 7-3. A reminder, the winner of this one, the winner of Tippin Mayer, will play tonight for one of the 2 spots available in Ottawa here at the Road to the Road. Terrific shot, upweight shot by Brendan Bottcher, gets himself out of some trouble.
Gotta go.
Facing 3, forces Glenn Howard to the single, and now as we play an 8, it's Bottcher leading 4-2, and he also has the last rock.
Crazy, and 3 or 4 inches lighter. I'm not sure Brendan could remove any of the Team Howard rocks. All of a sudden he got them all, really.
It's on, buddy.
Brilliant shot.
The line's good. I'd love to move it, but that's fine.
Scoreboard says 2 guards here for Team Howard. They're both up there. All out chance here to try to get the steal.
And 2 really well placed guards, long in line with each other, a lot of separation.
You have to look at that scoreboard, don't you? You know, Glenn
really
gives
good.
up a single here. He's 3 down with 2 to go. Even if you somehow scored 3, you don't have Hammer coming home.
Line's real close.
Where are we? Looks heavy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Scott, you gotta go. Well, it's getting better.
Weight's really good.
Yeah.
Really
Scott,
good.
when you can.
Scott, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go real hard. You gotta go real hard. You gotta go real hard. You gotta go real hard.
Hard!
Go. Oh. Shot. Okay, that works.
This.
Just PO? Are we just PO?
Just PO.
Yeah.
Clean.
Clean.
Very good, Brad.
The year, Spence. How light do I throw that?
Long.
About 30 feet lighter.
Guard the red.
Guard.
You can talk to me. I haven't thrown a high guard.
Theory here is the advantage for Team Howard is they know what Bottcher's up to. Bottcher's playing that scoreboard. He's going to hit anything that moves, trying to open it up, trying to make his last shot in the 8th end makeable.
I think we're there.
The moment Bottcher is sitting the 1
Weight's good.
on the pin.
Line's there, if anything. It should be over. Probably almost
Whoa, whoa,
halfway.
whoa. Line's good.
Pretty good weight.
Okay, just clean. Clean. A little bit, Scott. Clean. Clean. Good boy, Dave.
Boy, that's hard to do.
It is, and you heard David say, hey, talk to me, because I haven't thrown one just over the hog line. It's a completely different throw, and as accurate as a skip throw into the button. It's, you slide a little deep and there's an easy double.
Yep.
Brad Thiessen.
Clean.
Pretty effortless speed control. He can throw it hard.
Still good here, eh?
Yeah.
Yep. Deep breath, settling in. Adam Spencer.
Weight's good. I got over. I got hair less than you, actually.
You make a good point
Weight's good. Over and off.
about this shot.
Over
You go
and
back
off.
to that 4 that
A little tight.
Yeah, it's deeper
Howard
than mine.
gave
Yeah.
up. And remember him saying there was one missed
Over and
shot.
off,
I
over
think
and
it was,
off, over and off, over
was
and
David Mathers. And that led to the 4 spot. Again here,
Spence.
if this isn't in the right spot, Russ, then whatever Howard has planned is gone.
That's exactly it. It just does it at this level.
You're in or you're out.
Oh.
Not gonna get better.
Such a fine line. We've talked about it all week, really. It's been amazing parity. And you look at the team that's losing here is at 88%. So there's, you can't make a lot of errors.
Whoa.
Shot.
Yeah. Close.
Yeah, that's what I like.
We want to do that again.
No, I like that.
Try to do this.
It opens up the outturn freeze on the yellow.
Yep. So what kind of weight?
Just
like here.
Back four.
You want to clip the yellow, though. He didn't look like he wanted to clip the yellow.
No, he does.
Is that enough ice?
Okay. That looks really close.
What's close? Fence back four?
Straight back, so then what thrown rock will be partly buried. Move the yellow back enough that then they can go at it with the other turn and freeze in there. Get it off the pin. It's maybe a back four-ish weight.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Yeah, go, go, go. Hard knee.
Room. Whoa,
Mazers
whoa.
jumps him right away.
Room.
Weight's good.
Close.
Yep.
Yep. To go.
Yes.
Hard.
Hard. Come on, guys.
Now
Line's
here
perfect.
comes that guard.
Scott.
Scott Howard picks
Go
him
ahead.
up.
Bounce a little bit. Okay. It's a good shot.
And they move it back of the tee line. Still shot rock, though, belongs to Bottcher.
Hand again. Is that your light or?
Pretty nice throw.
Really good. Not really. If we don't hit it so early, I think we have a chance to. I guess it's a little late.
Still 6-5. Mayer leading Tippin as they play in the 8th.
I was thinking just
I
half
think it's
rock
either
on it.
this
And we showed you Morris getting that single.
or it's this.
You don't like just the
And they've
two in the
blanked
house?
7. And now playing 8.
Well, you could.
It's hard to get this one.
Okay.
Plus, we're back pin, like,
If you ever hit it a little thick and just jammed it
I
to
kind
there,
of like
we're-
this one.
This one?
Yeah. Don't you?
I do. I don't love that top 12
You
rough.
plug that. That's
The only problem is you've
scary.
almost got to play it thin. Yeah. Let's play this one.
okay. Like, just to peel that way is not bad, right?
They talk about this
Well,
way because that's
give it
the
a
best
run.
result,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a tough shot. And if you hit it dead on, leave the red one here, then Glenn's got another rock to work with. So what they're going to do is play the safer peel it this way, try to get certainly the back one, and this second one, if they hit it properly, it'll be spinning.
You know, Cheryl, we talked earlier about Brendan Bottcher, and one of the things people say about him, wonderful curler, knows all the ins and outs strategically, lacks a feel, though, for when an instinct, when to go offensively. As they run it by. Does this, conversely, that lack of instinct also apply when you're supposed to be a little defensive?
Yeah, I think so. And I actually, through this game have really noticed Darren kind of brings more of that instinct to Brendan. It's actually a pretty good balance. And now they've had a comfort level of playing a Briar together. And so it's a good balance between the two. And definitely in defense and offense, you just kind of sometimes know when you want to go. And it's not always just based on the scoreboard.
Get this baby in there, boys.
Yeah, I think the same.
Like that call, just the same. It allows Glenn to freeze one solid, which could be a steel point, but the two reds are now accessible. And Team Bottcher can certainly make that double go away.
I got a pound like.
Not bad,
real
though.
good. Light to go.
Line's good. Play the weight.
Hard. Hard line.
Hard line.
Weight's close. Hard line.
Howard
Hard, Scott. Go.
Come on, Scott.
Go.
trailing by 2 without last rock as we play here in 8.
Go.
Got to get it by that one time. Oh, they did, and they got a beauty here. Oh, it is a honey.
Good scrubbing.
Shot.
Am I throwing a little
Great
light there?
brush.
That was just a hair light.
Okay, good sweeping, boys.
The fact that we're out of breath and about to die would indicate it was a hair light.
Hard, Scotty. Go.
What great brushing to get this there.
Go.
Great sweep.
Couldn't have carried that down any better, and they technically did carry it down, didn't they?
By that much.
Yeah.
Closer to the
Firm?
pinhole.
Yeah. Do you even like that much? Yeah. Okay. Firm. Get the double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got to watch the scoreboard here. You'd love to score if you're Bottcher, but make this double go away. Glenn steals one. You're still in command here, one up with only 2 ends to go.
Let's check some of the numbers now, and we'll take a look at Howard and Bottcher. Now, when was the last time you saw Howard at a 56 draw percentage? Mind she's only thrown the 4, but more often than not, we've heard him say, did I throw that light? Did I throw that inside? It's as if he's not quite comfortable with his draw weight. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, equipped for a new world.
Yeah, whoa! Whoa! Hard! 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 Hard!
Burnt that.
Yep.
Oh. I think your foot hit this.
He just hit this one.
Oh, what happened?
He burned a rock. Burnt one of them. I don't know.
Stopped it.
Yeah, we're checking quickly on Krista McCarville and Kelsey Rock. And McCarville, you see, is shot Rock. But Kelsey Rock here has a chance. Maybe bang this right on the nose. Pick up a couple. Bang. Oh, dear. One, it looks like only. One red it is.
Which one did you hit, Cart?
He just stopped that red one, second red shot with his foot.
Here, but hey, that's
Either leave it or put it all back.
Well, here it is here.
Wasn't a little much further.
A couple of inches, maybe.
Yeah.
Like a centimeter.
A couple inches?
It wasn't going,
no. Maybe a
just leave it, or you want to move it?
Leave it where it is.
I think leave it where it is.
Okay.
That's their choice, the non-offending team.
Yep.
Love to be able to come through.
If you had to steal 2, you play this.
I kind of love sitting 2 here, boys. Do you?
It's just, how do you do that?
It's super tight. I'd have to come through this hole.
Even if you miss it,
It's not awful.
it's probably too hard
it's
away.
Gold.
I think it's worth it.
I do too. Just try and feather the yellow.
It is. You're flirting with this top one. I know.
Okay, so Scott, even if you're thick.
You want to call timeout?
Yeah, maybe.
Timeout.
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 No danger here.
No, like come right down on top of shot stone.
Even if
And
you're
tap
thick
it.
on the 7, I
Sit
don't
2
think
or
it's
3.
It's not awful. I think we come in here and try and get through this hole and tap. Well, at least 2.
yeah.
for
So
sure.
we'll wait.
If you come
Just
in,
feather it. Is that what you're thinking?
that's the best call. But if it gets through, you can feather this one.
What kind of weight? Huh?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
You like
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, we get try the feather.
The feather's gold, isn't that?
It's real. Yeah. What does he have off?
I think you can probably make it through that hole.
Pretty
Back
good
line.
opportunity.
Problem is, if I get through the hole, I got enough weight to move this.
So if you feather, you're gonna are you gonna open up an in-off or no?
You gotta
really?
just want your shooter
Maybe.
to stay right
I don't
there.
think there's an in-off.
No, you don't think so, eh?
No.
So
Is
okay.
one good enough?
Barely.
I really like playing it, boys.
I think
we go for it.
I think you do
Like
too.
you can
Zach.
throw weight at 2 and get rid of both.
Well,
One. No, I don't like that.
I'm thinking
hack.
maybe like
yeah,
here.
you don't need a ton of hack at the most.
I'm thinking
but
back
less
line.
is
Thinking
fine.
back line.
Back line?
You only
Let's
have
do
to
that.
move this yellow 2 feet.
Yeah,
eh?
right, exactly.
And actually, if you moved it just to bite the back 8, it'd be great.
If you
too.
hit it thick though, it's bad.
Well,
Is it though? What does he do?
So you might have this double.
almost try to miss it because you can come off our own. Too.
Yeah,
No, not
that's
really.
right. Yeah.
Not really.
It's all
The
too
conversations
thin.
we're so used to hearing with all of
I
them.
think so.
I like
Let's
it.
go for it, eh?
Yeah.
Thanks, Richard.
Make it for him, Adam.
Okay. Just.
So yours
Oh,
didn't go
man,
much.
It's
you make
really
this?
hard.
It ran pretty straight.
After all that, it's just a small port.
That's good.
We're right behind it, and it looks like it's about the width of a rock.
But are they trying to feather off the yellow and come to their shot stone? Is that the idea?
Yes, because I'm not sure you can get through there with any weight, so feather off with a bit of weight, or
Okay.
even if you can get through the yellows, tick off your own red even.
All right, but why play it this way and not with the outturn?
The hole would be even smaller.
No, but I'm saying come the other
The
way.
wide out turn.
Yeah.
And tap it. Yeah, I don't think you could bury enough with any speed. You could nestle up there for third shot maybe.
Okay.
But Glenn's trying to move
Weight's
this
good.
thing.
Got the weight.
He's
Lots of
thinking
weight.
steal 1 might not win this game.
Really close, Dave.
Close.
So he'd like to sit
Yeah.
2 or possibly 3. Is that
Whoa. Weight's good.
It's close.
Nothing yet, Mathers. Nothing. Here goes Howard a little bit. Coming through, going to touch it.
It's too
yes,
thick.
Coming off, and
it's too thick.
He moves up the shot rock to sit on the pin, but what's he left?
Man, he gave him a shot now.
I just had to stay on it. It's made.
I was yelling as best I could. I was almost trying to miss it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on it right here to get it to curl.
This spin with these rocks. Now there's a double to score at least one.
Unreal.
God.
Sorry.
Kidding me?
It probably is more of a medium shot.
Huh?
Medium.
Yeah,
That's the right
just
weight.
medium, yeah. And then we can't make a mess either. Yep. Here we go.
Glenn's rock in 6, an inch heavy, allowed Brendan to get out of it. And the same type of thing there, a little bit too much brushing. This goes, and out of that absolute mess that Bottcher was in, he can score 2 here. Don't see any danger, Cheryl.
Medium.
Final stone leads forward to Brendan Bottcher.
Yeah, clean.
Brad Thiessen. All the way down. One bang, and they'll add 2 more.
We got 2 out of that.
Every time you look over at this game, between Charlie Thomas and John Morris, rocks in play. And this is some problems here for Charlie Thomas out of the Crestwood Curling Club in Edmonton against Morris from Vernon, BC. Coming across, bang, move it. And which one? Yellow, red, that one, yellow, says Jim Cotter. Steal 1, 4-1 Morris.
Could have been a deuce for Charlie just as easy.
Oh, I thought he had it, it just kept spinning.
I gotta count more. Yep, yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Hard. You gotta go, boys. Hard.
Good shot.
Okay, let's go, Brad.
Half a rock.
6-2. Brendan Bottcher leads as we go to the 9th. Last rock, the hammer, belongs to Glenn Howard.
Yep.
Hard.
Clean.
So at the moment, the way these two scores sit, as they play side by side, Morris and Bottcher would play tomorrow for one of the spots in Ottawa. And then it would be a much longer road for both
What's heavier?
Charlie Thomas
Is that heavier?
and Glenn Howard.
A little bit.
That's good. That's fine. He's not doing that. Shot.
Pretty simple for Bottcher now, just to make
Play
him
the
go
double,
away.
eh?
But
This is good.
let's go.
I think I made the comment when Glenn tried that through that small port that he couldn't hurt himself. Turns out he could. Rolled over and gave Brendan the double. He made no mistake.
Clean. Whoa.
It's a good thing you're not a doctor.
That's right.
You can't hurt yourself doing that. Go right ahead.
Like one more card? No, I think come around and go around the center.
Isn't it? It's funny how things work out. Glenn was untouchable all week. Now, granted, he won a couple of games where he, pulled the the rabbit out of the hat.
Waits there.
But he was undefeated, and he comes up with a game where he's struggling
Yesterday, yeah.
of all days.
Not far off, but he's just rolled to the wrong spot twice that I can think of that cost him a 4 one end, and then it looked like he was going to steal 1 or 2 there, and ended up giving up a deuce. Yeah, that's how tough it is at this level.
And I don't know about his one rock because he.
I agree.
It's jumped on one. It came up real short in the draw on the other.
Might have one that's a little sharper.
On Bottcher's team after they forced in the third end, and then made that great freeze to get the blank in the fourth, and then they took advantage of the hammer and got their 4.
Brianne Mayer continues to lead Julie Tippin. The winner of that one will play the winner of McCarville Rock for one of the women's spots. And then they'll play that tonight.
Can't hurt this. Gotta go.
Rope. Line's good. Line's good.
Hard.
As far as it'll go, boys.
Hard.
As far as it'll go. Okay, whoa. Okay.
This is there.
Okay.
It's about a thick half.
Yeah.
2/3.
Okay.
You gotta throw peel though.
Okay.
Darren with the backswing, give himself a little bit more power.
Whoa.
Close.
Close.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Just.
Whoa.
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 Oh, man.
We go around for a jam or something.
Well, Krista McCarville leads by 3. But at the moment, Kelsey Rock sitting 2.
Put it right here. Hopefully jams it.
McCarville out of Fort Williams Curling Club in Thunder Bay. The 6-time Northern Ontario champion. Remember, she was a runner-up at the Scotties in 2016. Bang, bang, and makes them both go. Sits there, picks up a single.
1 yellow.
To lead at 8-4. And Kelsey Rock will have last rock coming home.
Watch out for Krista McCarville.
It'll be concerning for a lot of teams when she gets on a roll.
It's our best chance for 3.
It's our only chance for 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's either that or there.
Let's give this a go.
You gotta go for 3.
Yeah.
Okay, just give us the weight there, Crusher.
So you need a hair more, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably 6, 8 feet.
6, 8 feet. Okay.
Line's good.
Okay. We can still go.
You gotta.
I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds sitting there. They all belong to Julie Tippin from Woodstock, Ontario, but it's Brianne Mayer out of Winnipeg, Fort Rouge, that has last rock and leading by 1. It was a steal of 5 points for Mayer, 2 and 5, 3 and 6 that put her into the lead after Tippin had started the game leading 4-0.
Okay, easy. You gotta be like.
Line's okay. Line's great.
Yeah, line a bit.
Make it good.
Line's good. Line's good.
Make it good. Line's perfect.
How'd it go?
Oh, that's some pressure shooting
1 yellow.
to pick up the single to lead by 2. Tippin with last rock
Is that one for us?
coming home.
Great throw.
Got her way, girls.
Touch.
Yep.
We might just end up spreading that top one out.
flat.
I'm hitting the top one thin with my intern.
Okay.
And playing the double into the yellow one. And the yellow one will come back and get the other red one.
Okay.
I'm trying to hit about a quarter.
Yeah.
Tough to do it that way. I thought he'd do it the other way. Hit the left-hand half of the top red. Tick the yellow on the way by, which kills the red. He's going to hit this red one extremely thin to make a red double.
Whoa! Yeah!
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 Right away. Martin Thiessen. Bang, bang.
Go!
And not quite. It'll just hang on to the back edge.
Had to get a little thinner.
Almost.
Real close.
I don't know why he didn't let me sweep that.
Pardon?
I don't know why Carrick didn't let me sweep that. I would have got it out. He was off balance.
As far as we can, I guess.
Yeah.
Through, exactly.
As far as you can get. Spread it out.
Far back as you can get it without through.
Back to my broom at least.
Gotta go, boys. Gotta go.
Really gotta go. Either that or leave it up. Leave it up. Leave it high as you can.
In between.
Okay.
Thin.
Very fast.
Yeah, third.
Like it's slowing down.
Yeah, hey, it is slowing down.
Okay.
Thin half here is pretty close.
Never know, might get a flash.
Yeah, go for it.
Thin half! Thin half!
Okay, we got this.
Whoa!
Close.
Carrick!
Whoa. Whoa.
Carrick!
Carrick.
Hard! Hard, Carrick! Go! Yes, good shot.
Goodness. That takes the air out of them, and that will take the air right out of Glenn Howard. As he said, that's enough. And Brendan Bottcher will take out the previously undefeated Glenn Howard. He's made every big shot needed. And of course, that 4 spot in 5 turned the game around. And so now he'll have a chance to play for a direct spot tomorrow. Make the final. Bottcher wins it.
The 2017 Home Hardware Road to the Roar is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The 2017 Home Hardware Road to the Roar is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada, by New Holland, equipped for a new world, and by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
Well, I think there's a couple of things you can point to as we take a look at the game story. Certainly, Brendan Bottcher scoring that 4 and 5 after being shut out to that point. And then, of course, Glenn Howard struggling with his draw weight in particular, just 64% for someone who is a draw master. Make the final 6-2. Bottcher wins it. So Brendan Bottcher takes that next step, and he is on now to play. He'll have a chance for a direct berth into the Roar of the Rings in Ottawa, and he will end up playing the winner of John Morris and Charlie Thomas. Update for you as we check in on the game between Kelsey Rock and Krista McCarville. Krista McCarville leading and trying to run Kelsey Rock out of stones, and will do that right here. And so Krista McCarville will take that next step as she wins at 8-4 over Rock. And she'll now wait to see who she plays, either Julie Tippin or Brianne Mayer. And we'll have that game for you tonight. So here's what we know on the men's side. Bottcher at 8 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow will play either John Morris or Charlie Thomas for the direct berth. While Glenn Howard's next game will be coming up tonight against Jason Gunlickson to stay alive for a spot in Ottawa. So till we talk with you again this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, thank you for joining us here in Summerside. Home Hardware, Road to the Roar is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.